We here at Dr.J don't like to toot our own horn, but, I did it! What will Catherine's mental state be in? Tune in this week on Dr. J Self-Help to find out. Welcome to Dr. J Self-Help. I, as always, am Dr. J. And with me, as always, is Katherine, the white trash hoe.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You seem so happy to be here today.
I'm overjoyed. We have a guest today who I brought in.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he should be coming through the door right now.
Here's Snakey.
Oh, for God's sake. Why'd you get him?
I felt, considering what happened last week, we should try and, instead of breaking relationships, bring relationships together, like the one between you and your cousin.
But come on, I hate him.
You hate to love me and you love to hate me. Admit it.
No, that's you and your feeling towards me. I saw your Christmas card.
What was on the Christmas card?
Oh, well, let me just see here. Dear Joker, how I love thee, let me count the ways. 1, you are my favorite homicidal maniac. 2, you look damn good in a tutu. 3, I have a photo of you in your tutu. 4, I'm going to share it with all of our friends and family. 5, you will be the laughing stock of the family. 6, not in a way you would like. Love, Booker Shapiro.
That sounds just like normal family revelry and fun.
Normal family revelry and fun? It's only fun when I'm not the one making the... I'm not...
I don't know. Mr. Shapiro, what do you think about what you sent to Joker over Christmas? Was it really offensive?
No, I felt it was relevant.
Sounds relevant. I make beer and I'm a cousin.
Hey.
What?
No. Be quiet.
You be quiet. Loser blinks first.
Oh, look, there's Harley.
Where? Hey!
That was funny.
No, it wasn't!
Well, if you want...
That was pretty damn funny.
It was.
No, it wasn't. Stop siding with him! Why are you siding with him?
No idea why. Absolutely no idea.
That the social worker ideology was, I'm going to be fair, balanced, and neutral. But no, let's go against the grain. Let's get in touch with Snakey.
You know what?
Nobody wants to side with an egotistical asshat.
Exactly. So why is she siding with you?
I mean, I've been feeling very off these days, what happened to my husband and the fact he's still in a coma a week later. No idea who caused that at all.
Oh, I can help you there. It was your lover, Scarecrow.
No. I think it was the person who brought them together. That's who I think did it.
Well, technically it was you, because Scarecrow is the love of your life, and your husband, of course, you brought him into your life when you decided that the whole criminal underbelly of Scarecrow just wasn't for you. You had that baby. Where the heck did it go?
Shapiro, do you have any thoughts on how to repair broken relationships?
Oh, you didn't even start with the question. You're losing it, Katherine.
I'm sure nobody wants to hear from me.
Oh, I'm sure everyone wants to hear from you. Your friend Booker Shapiro sure does.
I'm sure I don't want to hear from Joker any longer.
That means he wants to hear from you.
Well, the viewers today want to know, how do you repair a broken relationship? Because right now we're following Valentine's Day, many people didn't get the presents that they wanted. Breakups happened. In some cases, massive accidents happened too. And, secret lovers of long-term girlfriends were found out as well. So how would you go about repairing such relationships? I mean, Joker, you surely must have something to say with the revelation about Harley and Ivy's relationship.
You had to go bring that up.
Yes, please. Tell me more.
Shapiro, could you give us maybe an outsider? How has that relationship affected Joker?
It hasn't.
I was asking Shapiro.
Let's just say he's gone soft.
What? Soft? Come over here and say that.
Why don't you turn around and look at me then?
But that be I have to turn around in my chair. And it's not even a wibbly wobbly. You know what I mean? It doesn't even wobble. It doesn't swivel. It does nothing. Look at this piece of crap.
I mean, we all are affected by relationships in ways we ourselves don't even realize. I think having a family member here to really help you dive deep down into how you might actually have been affected might help you. And it would be very illustrative to the listeners.
You know, we tried to get your family member in here, your husband, to discuss your broken relationship, but unfortunately, he's a little bit tied up. So, you know what? You're right, Katherine. Let me elaborate ever so slightly. You see, every relationship goes through peaks and valleys, highs and lows, laughter and tears. You just want to make sure that the laughter is part of the good time. And if someone causes you more tears than laughter, it's best to cut them out. Katherine, you know that all too well. See, my relationship with Harley, let's just, go back a little bit. My relationship with Harley has always been so strong. So fine and, so monogamous.
I don't know. Like, Shapiro, I remember you saying something last time you were on here to that. Is Joker actually perceiving his reality correctly?
I'm sorry, I just kind of had a little snooze there with his rant.
Oh! The most salient part of the conversation, you sleep right through. This is just like the family reunion all over again. When you and Harley went into that room and then came out after 3 minutes, and Harley was like, "That's him? Really? That's what they call this snake?"
I think Shapiro fell asleep. Well, maybe we can turn to some things my colleagues say about repairing a damaged relationship. Do you want to weigh in on these?
Oh, of course. Which one are we starting with? Harley? Scarecrow? Your husband? Hell, even Eric Cartman.
How about we start with Ivy?
What about her?
She may or may not have been with Harley, from what I've heard, but...
What? Yeah. What else have you heard?
No, I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to let you sit on that.
Oh, come on. There's family here. This is a family show.
Well, rule 1 of what to do to fix a broken relationship is to be attentive to what the other person is saying. So if Shapiro's saying he doesn't want to say more, maybe you should be more attentive to that.
You know what? Maybe he should be more attentive to me saying that I want more.
No, I'm not going to be, so.
I mean, that does move us into stage 2, where between people who have lost trust and support between each other, you need to listen, respect, and show concern and compassion for one another.
You heard us, Shapiro! Start with the compassion already!
Well, you should be showing compassion too. Maybe
I am!
Shapiro is protecting you.
Haven't even started to kick him out yet, or hurt him, or any of the other fun things I'd love to do.
I'm just saying.
If that isn't compassion, Katherine, I don't know what is.
But we're talking about compassion over dominance. Now, do you want to dominate the conversation or do you want to show compassion to Shapiro in the conversation? Because I would say he's showing you great compassion by not going into explicit detail about the love affair that Harley and Ivy are currently having. Wouldn't you agree, Shapiro?
Okay, Shapiro.
I agree. I definitely do agree. Yes.
Okay, Shapiro. You and your little girlfriend. Please tell me, how else can I show compassion in a relationship?
Really?
Yes, I'm asking you for your opinion.
You want to know my opinion?
Of course. I'm asking for your opinion.
The last time you asked for my opinion, you ended up in a vat of acid.
I know. I'm asking for your opinion now, in the hopes that your compassion has allowed you to grow as a human being. See, exactly. He doesn't want to grow. Katherine, this is useless.
Well, the next step is to find common ground through positive memories. So maybe you should both try and remember times that made you both laugh mutually.
Oh, okay. Well, there was the time, of course, that I got together Harley and Scarecrow and Mr. Yoon. And once Booker saw the tape, I know he was laughing his ass off.
Not quite that type of laugh, but...
Jerry!
Why bring Springer into this? Why?
You were chanting it when you first saw the big fight between Scarecrow and Dr. Yoon for Catherine's love. How could anyone love that thing you said?
I don't even remember that.
Oh, listen to that. You don't even remember that. Listen to that. Poor Shapiro living in denial.
No, I'm not living in denial. I'm living in a shitty cell next to yours.
No, I'm not living in denial. I'm living in a shitty cell next to yours. Do you even hear yourself talk? That's you. That's what you sound like.
See, I think we're heading into phase 4, which is we're starting to hit a bit of conflict, and we should really try and de-escalate that conflict. I'm pretty sure both of you know when going too far is happening, but I think you need to start de-escalating that before it hits that point. I'm sensing a lot of conflict between the two of you. Do you think either of you might be able to de-escalate it?
Oh, of course. Booker, Buddy, Snaky, my favorite cousin inside of this asylum. Let's work together for a common good. For both of us.
Now, Joker, you have to be sincere.
I am being sincere. I genuinely want this.
I don't know. Shapiro, does that sound like sincerity?
Not one bit. It sounds like a bunch of BS to me.
See, he says it's not sincere.
What the hell do you want me to do? Put on a grass skirt, do the hula?
Well, that's not sincerity either. That's a performance. Do you hide behind your performances?
Do you hide behind your performances?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I'm doing pretty well right now. Shapiro,
I think I'm doing pretty well right now. Look at me, I'm Katharine. My husband is on his deathbed, caused by my former lover. I was pregnant with that former lover once, and I never told my husband about it at all. Oh yeah, you're wonderfully well adjusted.
So, out of curiosity, do you use protection with Harley, or did she pass you off on the same line that she's infertile?
Well,
let me answer for him. He never uses it.
Ah, I see. So how do you know you don't have a kid?
How do I know I don't have a kid? Simple. Every single criminal in Arkham has taken a paternity test. All of them say I'm not the father. And trust me when I tell you, if there were children outside, I would know.
All right. I know, Shapiro. What do you think of that?
I don't know, Shapiro. What do you think of that?
Before I was so rudely taken away, I was in Little Italy, and I saw probably about a 10-year-old that looked exactly like you.
Would this have been before Harley?
No, of course not.
I don't know.
This was pre-Harley.
Joker, does Harley know?
He's lying! The whole thing is a big lie! You're both lying! Lying to protect yourselves!
No, I'm not lying.
What would I be protecting myself from?
The crippling regret of knowing your husband is knocking on hell's door? The crippling regret of knowing you could never, and I mean ever, have that child with that fiend Scarecrow. And you're hiding your own love from Harley. Hell, you said one of her lines. Because she knew that you were also infertile, Katherine. Even without chance of penetration, she had to use that.
Well, since we've all committed the 5th cardinal error in the 8 ways to repair a broken relationship, why don't we talk about that, which is don't bring up issues from the past.
Joker.
Let's start off right away, Katherine. Why did you bring up issues from the past?
I have no idea. You know what? I'm probably feeling some leftover resentment from last week. No idea why I would be feeling that way. Shapiro, why did you bring up issues from the past?
See how she's trying to deflect, Sneaky?
Just to piss off Joker. That's why I do it.
Now, that's a very healthy response because, well, it's
How in the
resentful.
hell is that healthy?
It's clear, it's concise, it has a purpose, and he's able to recognize it within himself. And recognizing our own malicious behaviors is the first step to understanding them. I bet Joker doesn't even think he did anything malicious last week.
Okay, first of all, are you two seeing each other on the side?
You know I can't see patience.
That never stopped you at Quinzel, now did it?
We were colleagues at the time.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I know what that means in Shapiro speak. Katherine and Shapiro sitting in a tree.
I thought that when Ivy and Harley sitting in a tree. I don't know. What are the kids saying on the streets, Shapiro?
Yes, what are the kids saying on the streets?
They've been saying the same thing for years.
Which is?
The exact same thing you were just saying.
Which one of them? Oh, okay. Katherine and Shapiro sitting in a tree.
Essentially, yes.
Aha! So, there is another reason you brought him on here, Katherine. Trying to get with my cousin, eh? Booker, trust me when I tell you, you can do better.
Not in here.
Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, number 6, having a basic level of trust.
Oh.
There might be a challenging behavior, saying things that are basic character assassinations to the other person, but you have to have a basic level of trust that during a crisis or a weak point in somebody's life, that the other person isn't going to just bring this up and prove themselves unworthy of a basic level of trust and respect.
Oh, I gotcha. Katherine, I forgive you for being a spiteful little bitch.
I think it's time for you to take your medication and go to sleep.
You heard him, Katherine.
No, I wasn't talking to Katherine. I was talking to you.
Oh, so you two can get on with each other? I understand.
Actually, that's an interesting thing. Let me go through the file right now, because I know Shapiro has been taking his medication, but there is something about the orderlies seem to have not been giving them to choke her, and I wonder why that is.
Oh, I know Shapiro's been taking his medicine. Oh, Shapiro is perfect.
Well, you weren't wrong.
You know what, Joker? This leads me into another part of this. You really need to be accountable for your actions and not blame the other person. And when I look at your relationship with, like, I would assume the only relative you are on speaking terms with, you really do have this issue about being accountable for your actions towards Shapiro. Like, you talk about all this malicious stuff that he does to you, but you never talk about what you've done or taken responsibility for it.
Oh, my apologies, Katherine. I never thought you'd stick up for your boyfriend in this pathetic excuse for a helping session. But if this is what the people want, I have done the following things to Booker Shapiro and laughed maniacally about them. Retaliated when he told me that going into a vat of acid was a good idea. I did it by accident. But I made sure that the snake wasn't exactly snaky, if you know what I'm saying.
That vat of acid was no accident.
Rule number 2. Thing number 2 that I know I did to Shapiro that may have caused him to end up in here. You remember all those robberies, Shapiro? Remember all those times that you were successful? Then you went for that one big score off of that hot tip from your old cousin Jay, and he ended up in here. I may have left a few calling cards so that good old Commissioner Gordon would throw you in here with me, but I assure you, it was just for a family reunion. Number 3, every single relationship you've ever been with and ever done. Why weren't they successful, you have to ask yourself. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Oh, it wasn't because he was infertile. Wasn't because he was much fatter. It wasn't because he had no job, no prospects, and no loyal followers. It wasn't even the fact that he threw me into a vat of acid. It was the fact that all I had to do was expose your phone records. Every single woman you've ever been with had never, and I mean ever, trusted you since. There! Meet my accountability! Are you happy now?
Shapiro, how do you feel about this? Because it doesn't matter how I feel about it.
You know what? I think I need a moment.
He thinks he needs a moment. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Well, on that note, the closing thing on how to help repair a broken relationship is to turn your negative energy into something not just positive, but loving. So you have to take that anger and move it into something that is complex and loving, and deciding not to allow that relationship to be deteriorated.
Gotcha. So basically what you're saying is you're still going to hang on the Scarecrow no matter what, and anybody you try to be with, including Booker Shapiro, won't ever fill the void that Scarecrow left in your cold, pathetic little heart.
You know, you've done this. I've entertained so much from you, and you just couldn't, could you? You just couldn't just have you show. You couldn't just make fun of me to everyone in Arkham. You just couldn't do that. You had to just push the knife in and kick a person when they're down.
Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong.
I don't think you're right. I mean, all of this lashing out at me, at others. God, you think you're so unique, but it's actually hilarious how textbook you are. Like, you are literally a walking definition of narcissism, of
I do love myself, yes.
Narcissism, you wrote the book for that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Actually, it was a 15-volume encyclopedia. It's called Narcissism by the Joker.
Authority defiance disorder.
Authority defiance disorder? You think yourself an authority? Oh, that's cute.
I was actually referring to Batman, but whatever.
Batman is not authority. He's a vigilante idiot.
And yet, you could argue that Batman is your longest running, most constructive relationship you've ever had, and you will never admit that. Exactly what I mean. You're absolutely textbook. And I've put up with this and I've tolerated it because I thought, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, he can do something slightly more constructive in society. I'm not saying a big thing. Maybe he can move from mass murders into just extortion without the blood. Maybe that's what we can go for. But no, you couldn't even meet me halfway. You had to just push and prod and basically make the house of cards that is my life come pouring down around me.
Oh, and now there we go.
I don't even know why I'm here.
This really isn't even about me or Shapiro anymore. It's about you.
You got what you wanted. You got
nice
what
going,
you wanted.
Joker. You broke her.
I know. Thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to thank the Academy.
The Academy of what? Dingbats?
Shut up! I first met Katharine Shapiro. That's right. I said it. Not even Hoffman Yoon. You want to know why? Because you'll go ahead and change your name the instant he pops the question, because that's how textbook you are. That's how lovelorn you are. Anyway.
I don't even have a ring, but I'll do it right now.
See? Here comes the bride.
Not
Booker, please, you can do better. Are we going to have a marriage proposal right here on Dr. J Self-Help?
I don't know, are we?
It's up to you. Come on. You know I'll spot you for a ring.
Oh, you won't.
This doesn't even matter anymore. None of this matters. Everything I have done is pointless. You know,
I'm so glad you finally realized your profession.
Whatever. You want a wedding on your show? We'll do a wedding on your show. My husband's not even fully dead yet, but we'll just do a wedding on your show because what
so
does
you think
anything
he is
matter?
going to die?
What does anything matter? Well, I mean, he's completely brain dead. The likelihood of him recovering is slim to none. So why do we hang on to hope?
I don't know. Why do we hang on to hope? What does your big social worker plan say about hanging on to hope?
You know what? We're gonna forget about what my big social worker thing is about holding on to hope. I'm just gonna say hope is for the hopeless. Basically, if you're hanging on to hope with no reasonable hope of it ever happening, you're crazy. You're more crazy than either of the two people I'm on this show with. That's how it is. And you know what? I don't even know. I don't know if he'll be here next week. I don't know if he'll be here tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know. You two just take over. Just talk amongst yourselves.
You got it! Finally, we get to some entertainment on this show. So tell me, Snicky, any rumors we should know about? On the mean streets of Arkham Asylum?
I heard the Portuguese are taking over.
What? Really? But
Apparently.
Pablo 1, Pablo, and Pablo 2 seem like really nice people.
I know. But I don't know. Apparently a bunch of the Portuguese are taking over.
Really? Oh, well. What else?
As far as I know, that's all I've heard.
Really? Slow week.
Yeah. A bunch of them came over in a cruise ship from Portugal.
And they landed in Arkham Asylum?
Yeah.
Huh? I really thought we would have shot down the ships coming to Arkham Asylum.
That was your call. That was not my call.
I'm going to have to get somebody else involved then. Weird.
I
Okay.
export the weaponry, so.
Wait a minute. Weaponry. That's where it happened. That was Harley's fault. And then she left. You know what? I'm sorry. This isn't on you. This is on me. Anyway, since Katharine has decided to up and leave, she doesn't even know she's going to be here next week. Abandoning her post.
And her fiance?
I know, she left you at the altar. That is just plain rude.
Incredibly. I'm not sure if I can recover.
I'm so sorry. Is there...
You're sorry for once?
Well, yes.
You are sorry.
Well, what I'm going to say here, and this is me being absolutely 100% sincere, is I know you want a relationship. I know you aimed really, really, really low with this one. But, go for it. I mean, that's always been my MO. Just when you piss me off, I have to go and ruin it. But who the hell can ruin that thing? She's a basket case. Anyway, I am terribly sorry.
You're the one ranting, so.
I'm terribly sorry that she up and left you. I mean, really.
I'm used to rejection at this point, to be honest with you. But, so is life.
That's true. So is life. She could learn so much from you. It's a real crying shame.
It is, but it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
There's plenty of Joker fish in the sea too, but we won't go there. Got any prospects?
No, nothing yet.
Oh, come on. Jesus, we're going to have to make you a dating video.
Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay, so hear me out on this. Anyone who wants to date Booker Snake Shapiro, please go to www.deathpixie.ca and send them a letter saying, I want to date Booker Shapiro. Now, Booker, this is your chance for all the ladies out in Arkham Land, I'm guessing, or Joker Land, or whatever it is. Tell the women about yourself. What are some of your best qualities?
Well, I'm the best member in the family.
That's debatable.
No, it's not. You can shut your mouth. That's not debatable.
What else?
It's masturbatable.
Wow, that was awful. Wow. Oh, God. And more importantly, how dare you come back in here?
I forgot my alcohol under my chair. It's
How-
after 5 o'clock somewhere, bitches.
So,
I thought that was my bottle of rum.
I think it was too. Do you not see the property of Booker Shapiro on that?
Patients are not allowed to have contraband, so it's mine.
You
Suck it.
said, and I quote, wait a minute, Shapiro, didn't she give you that prescription for that rum?
Yeah, she did. But
Let me see that.
Ago.
Look, this is actually endorsed by Dr. Katherine Hoffman-Yoon, Arkham Asylum. She's going against her own prescription. Someone get her in trouble for that.
Can't get me in trouble when I already quit.
She quit?
Well, shit. She quit.
Yep, packing up my shit now. So, fuck you, and fuck everyone listening to this. I'm out. Peace.
Wow.
That
Shapiro?
was a beautiful exit.
It was. I'm surprised. You got fucked. Congratulations.
And you didn't.
I know. Thank God for me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Katharine Hoffman-Yoon, Booker Shapiro, and myself, thank you so much for listening to Dr. J's Self-Help. And remember, if you want to date Booker Shapiro, go to www.deathpixie.ca and send him an email saying, I want to date Booker Shapiro. He'll be in touch.
Indeed, I will.
Thank you, everyone.